Hi guys, and welcome to Moto Scotty. Well, in today's video I'm gonna show you how to finally install a DAB Plus antenna in my RCZ. So it's been about a year that I had this antenna on my shelf and I never got around to install it, so now it's finally the time for me to install it. So obviously if you have an RCZ, this will apply to the installation and process will apply also to your RCZ most likely. But in general, you can use this tutorial also to install a DAB antenna into any car. I mean, basically the process, it will be different in terms of how to take things apart on the A-pillar and maybe go through the dashboard to connect it to your auto radio. And the configuration of your auto radio might also be different, but the process of the things you need to think of and to connect will be most likely very similar to most types of DAB radio antennas that you can install on Android-based auto radios. So let's have a look at the tools and parts we're going to need to install this DAB Plus radio antenna. So before we get to the antenna kit itself, it's important to get, first of all, one of those clips, kind of dash mounting plastic clips, just to unmount certain parts that we're going to need to access, and also to guide the cable through various areas of the car. And then second thing is that if you are going to do this on an RCZ, well, you're going to need to take the radio out. And I'm not going to go through the process of taking the radio out and installing everything in there, because if you want to do this, I'll post a link in the description where you can see how I installed this Android auto radio in the first place. So you can go through my previous video and see in detail how that's done. Now let's take a look at the antenna kit. Mine has three parts. First of all, the antenna itself with the long cable. I think it's about 3 meters long. Then you have the USB dongle, the USB key on which you have to connect the antenna to, and in some cases, like in mine, you need an adapter. I have an SMA to SMB adapter. One side is like bolted in and the other side is just clipped in. So you need this adapter in order to connect the antenna with the USB stick. So this is the game plan for the installation of the cable. Obviously you can see this, I'm filming this afterwards. I've already installed the antenna here. The cable then goes through behind this A-pillar cover, then down in between here, like inside the glove box, well, inside the what's it called, the dashboard, then up through there, through the glove compartment, and obviously through the existing hole. Let me see, through the existing hole that is here inside the glove box, to the back, attached to the auto radio. So the first thing you want to do is to get the plastic clip and to insert it on the top of the A-pillar to loosen it up so you can unclip it. It's just clipped in, so once you get a little bit of space between the cover and the A-pillar for your fingers, you can just gently pull it out, pull it down and then towards you, so you can take it out and you can see you just put it on the side. And if you look closely, you can see the antenna already installed on the windshield, wrongfully installed there. So this is it. Just I got the antenna free again and putting it on now correctly. So make sure that the L-shaped black part of the antenna is put onto the metal part of the A-pillar, just so the antenna can be grounded. And then like press down on the rest of the antenna, just make sure you don't bend any. Like it's quite flimsy and thin, so, but it's all important that the entire part of the antenna gets put onto the windscreen properly, and then it's not interfering also with other cables, heating cables that might be in the windscreen. Some cars might have that, so you need to make sure that the windscreen is free, that there's nothing inside of this. You don't put it on a part of the windscreen where there's already something inside the glass. And then from here on out, it's actually pretty straightforward. Just take the plastic clip and guide the cable down the rubber seal, down the A-pillar and like into the glove box. Let's speed this up a little bit, shall we? So there I was, everything was connected. I was happy to put the auto radio back into the dashboard and start the process of listening to DAB Plus radio. But then I quickly realized that the auto radio wouldn't fully get in. And this was due to the fact that putting in the USB key plus the adapter plus the antenna bit that goes into the adapter was actually way too long for the room that was available inside the dashboard to put the radio back in. So I had to get one of those USB, well not adapters but cords, so I could just simply put one end into the radio and take the whole USB part down where there was space on the side, so I could actually push the auto radio fully into the dashboard. So if you're doing this on the RCZ, again, make sure to have one of these ready, just an extension cable for USB extension cable, and then put everything into the car. Otherwise we're just going to be stuck with parts of the auto radio sticking out of the dashboard. Right, so now that the hardware is all in and ready, we'll need to take care of the software part. So now you can't just go onto your radio app now and listen to DAB Plus radio. You need to activate the USB stick. You need to install a separate program. To do that, just follow the instructions of the manual. Alright, to do that, we're just going to the website which was indicated on the manual. Have this little download button here. Click it. Download the file. Go into the folder where it's downloaded, where it's sitting. Just copy and paste. Copy this onto a micro SD card which is slotted into the laptop. Just paste it. And there we have it. Now I can take out the micro SD card and just put it into the car, into the auto radio. Alright, now that the file is on the SD card, I put the SD card in here, to the SD slot. I'm going to File Manager, go to SD, we see the app is here. Click on it. Let's just change it so you can see this. Okay, now the installation is blocked because the app is coming from an unknown source. So we just have to go to Settings and allow the head unit to accept apps from unknown sources. We'll accept that. Then we go back to Home, back to the File Manager, back to the app on the SD card. Yes, yes, yes. Next. Install it. And it's installing. So now we just have to be patient. Let's see if that works. App installed. Wow. Okay, open. This might take a while. And hopefully this will just take a while the first time, not every time I start it. So at this point, obviously the app got stuck. It was just trying to connect, but wasn't going anywhere. So what you can do in this situation is to maybe just go and clear the data of your apps, of this app or anything running in the background. In my case, it actually didn't work. So all I did is just to shut it down and let it sit, and I tried it again the next day and it worked. It was there. So, I mean, it's just computers. Sometimes you just need to restart them. It's now installed. I have it here on the front screen with DAB+. Touch it and I get in. So the first thing I have to do is to search for stations. So I click here on scan, so scanning. But the problem we see, I don't know if you can actually see it properly, is that it's not receiving any satellites. Let's see if this changes once the scanning is complete. So let me just click on. Yeah, it's working. See? The reception went up. So now basically I can just click on anything here. And use the wheel keys to move around from station to another station. So let me mute this so that works. Alright guys, that concludes the episode on the DAB antenna. So you see, it's not all that difficult. If I can do it, you can do it. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure to tune in for the next episode, and on that note, until next time.